Hello everyone, and welcome to this first seasonal anime rant. I've watched 8 animes this season and I'll go in order of which one finished airing first. With that said, let's get the weakest one out of the list. The first anime is N Masques. Now, I watch a seasonal anime for each day of the week, well, with some exceptions. This one looked interesting at first, but it was a prime example of don't judge the book by its cover for me. Anyway, besides looking at what's coming out, the first time I heard of this was on this Go Bueno article about some terrible things you'll think while watching this or something like that. And I was like, well, let me see if it's that bad for myself. And then I watched the first episode and I was like, okay. I had no idea what to think of it. And that feeling hasn't really changed much. I don't really like this one. There were some moments where I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, I guess. But most of the time I was like, ugh, ugh. This anime is about a knight called Yotaro, who one day decided to take a nap somewhere and then suddenly a lolly fell off a cliff. Yotaro put on a mask and saved the lolly. He also used his lens for some reason. Anyway, the lolly fell in love with the knight and called him Lightnancer, best name ever, 10 out of 10. And Yotaro just left the lolly. Meanwhile, this girl was arguing with a horse girl. The fuck? Anyway, the lolly found Yotaro without his mask, but didn't realize it was Nightlancer because she one dense motherfucker. The lolly let Yotaro in her house, which is a mansion by the way. Yeah, the lolly is rich and lives alone. Her father left her because reasons that I don't remember. Apparently Yotaro has a trainer which is a very strong and strict mate for some reason. And Yotaro later promised the lolly that he will always protect her. A bunch of shit will happen thanks to other knights. There will always be someone kidnapped. The lolly got kidnapped twice. Whoever is going to save them will try to save them. Again, usually because of other knights. I'm sorry if I sounded half-assed. I really couldn't care much about this anime. The action is meh, the art doesn't really look that good, the music is decent, and that's about it. In the end, I really don't feel anything about this anime. It's really not that fun to watch. That said, let's continue on with the next anime. The next anime is Attack on Titan Junior High. Now, the word "what" was my first reaction upon seeing the trailer, and probably to many people as well. I thought it was going to be like those comedy shorts, so I looked forward to it a little bit. Now, after watching it, I think the shorts are funnier, but this is okay. I saw some people bitch about this because they said that the company should focus on more on season 2, but honestly, does this take anything away from season 2 at all? I mean, we need time for more chapters of the manga to come out, and I'm sure this is meant to just give us something while waiting for season 2. In this universe, the Attack on Titan characters are students in Titan Junior High. Yes, the Titans aren't even a threat. Then again, they do steal your lunch, those bastards. The only reason Aaron wants to kill these Titans here is because they ate his cheeseburger. How evil. This show sometimes repeats certain jokes, but 90% of it is new. Honestly, this anime is okay. It's a good time waste if you're a fan of Attack on Titan. Now, let's get to the best anime this season, Naruto! Okay, I'm just kidding. One Punch Man. In this anime, the main character Saitama one day beat up a monster and decided to be a hero for fun. And then he trained for 3 years until he became bald. What kind of training did he do, you ask? 100 push-ups! 100 sit-ups! 100 squats! Then a 10km run! Every single day! He became so strong that he can kill everything with one punch. He got bored of this power and keeps looking for someone strong. Now, if you haven't watched this, you might be wondering, wouldn't the main character being able to beat anything in one hit be kind of boring? Normally that could be pretty boring, but I think One Punch Man executed this concept perfectly. And this works for this series being a comedy and all. I mostly laugh because of Saitama's don't give a fuckery. The action is amazing because of the animation and Saitama doesn't always quickly end the fight. And then there are other characters that have fights, which gives this anime more awesome fights. Another thing that's good about this anime is its characters. There are a good amount of likable characters in this series. I can't say there's a real plot here, but the characters, the action, the comedy, the music, the animation, more than makes up for it. Definitely one of my favorites. With that said, let's go from this awesome anime to this moe that I've watched. Yuru Yuri Sanhai. Now, the first thing I saw of this series was the scene where this girl became a Super Saiyan. Yeah. Then I saw that the anime man said that he enjoyed this series, so I gave it a watch when the third season came out. I enjoyed it. It was pretty funny. If you don't know what Yuru Yuri is, it's a slice of life comedy anime. That's about the lives of these middle school girls. Oh, I've never heard of a series like that before. Anyway, the main characters are Toshino Kyoko, a hyperactive stupid girl that somehow manages to get perfect scores on her test by just studying one time on the night before the day of the test. I would be envious of this, but then I realized that I can do pretty much the same thing. So, she also tends to get punched a whole lot because she keeps doing stuff to others. She keeps annoying other people. After Kyoko is Funami Yui. Yui is the mature girl out of the group who always retorts almost everything that everyone says. Not exactly in a loud screaming fashion like the straight man though. And then there's Yoshikawa Chinatsu. She wanted to join the tea club, but that got disbanded and the amusement club took the house of the tea club, so she went inside of the amusement club house. She then joined the amusement club because... yeah, that. She has a real wet on for Yuri and will act cute around her, but be warned, when she runs out of friendliness, she will turn into this dark monster right here! Oh no, wait, that's just her drawing. Sorry. Also, she looks like the magical girl Mirakurun, and because of that, Kyoko chases her around. So, we got a bit of a love triangle going around here. Nothing serious though. Wait, am I missing someone? I'm pretty sure there were 4 main characters. Meh, probably not important. Anyway, these girls will interact with another bunch of characters that I'm not going to name, because this is a short for shits and giggles rant, not a series review. Anyway, this anime is funny. And if you want to watch a series like this with comedy, then go do that. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next anime. Osumatsu-san. This anime is about these sextuplets, sex, doing all kinds of crazy shit. And that pretty much sums up the anime. I watched the first episode because I've heard of some crazy things happening in that one. And my god, they make fun of parody animes as a whole, and it was hilarious. After that episode, the anime becomes its own thing, while staying funny for a few episodes. Then there was an episode that I found kind of boring, and then it became more of a roller coaster ride for me. Sometimes I found it to be funny, and at other times I just thought it was okay. Let's get to the next anime. So, I saw this Go Braino article about this phone game getting an anime, and I thought might as well give it a look, cause why not? The anime Monsterstrike is about this boy named Ren Homura, who moved back into his former residence, and apparently his memory is pretty fuzzy. Anyway, later someone downloaded the app Monsterstrike into Ren's phone without permission, and suddenly this small monster named Oragon came out, and then they immediately got attacked by someone who apparently traded his eyes for the eyes of a Shimigami. God damn it, I just finished that note! Anyway, apparently he's possessed by something, and now attacks Ren with a monster of his own with the Monsterstrike app. Battles go like this. They take turns to shoot their monster at each other. Yeah, that's it. When Ren tried to shoot Oragon, he failed completely. Apparently, you need a ring to be able to aim correctly. Well, it's a good thing this girl gives him one. Upon getting the ring, Ren turns into a Super Saiyan god and his personality changes like how Yuki changes into the Pharaoh. He becomes a bit more competent, I think. And he beats that guy. After beating him, he was back to normal and doesn't remember anything that happened. Ren also goes back to normal and doesn't remember what happened. Later, we find out that a team of Monsterstrike players must contain 4 people. So the main character and that girl who used to be part in the team now try to make 2 of that girl's former team join their party. I've got nothing more than that since I've only watched 10 episodes. But anywho, this anime is a fun little distraction. It only has 9 minutes per episode, so if you're bored and got 9 minutes to kill, maybe you can try this. But that's it. Now, onto what is one of, if not the most moe anime I've ever seen, called Gochuumon wa usagi desu ka? with 2 question marks. Because you know, 2 times the seasons, 2 times the amount of times you question your life choices. Now, I started watching this anime because one of the people I followed tweeted this. And then I discovered type 4 diabetes from watching this anime. I watched the first season, only to realize that they upped the kawaiiness of the second season by 10-fold. Japan finally done did it. They just made weaponized moe. They can kill anyone with these powerful weapons. Heck, if they had this in the Second World War, America would be finished, cause they'd all get diabetes. Then again, they already have that to begin with. Okay, I'm just kidding. Sorry, don't take that seriously. Anyway, with decent humor, likable and adorable characters, I think that you should watch this if you want to relax from all those dark anime and or want to see some cute shit. Now I have to go to the hospital right now because I've got a heart attack. I think, yeah, it's heart attack. It's definitely a heart attack. So see you later. The hospitals are closed. Guess this is the end of seraph. Get it? I'm sorry. But the last anime on this list that I watched was Owari no seraph. Owari no seraph is kind of like Attack on Titan, but with vampires instead of titans. But I personally think that this is better than Attack on Titan. A disease wiped out 9/10 of humanity. It didn't work on children under the age of 13, however. Vampires kidnapped the children as livestock and basically made them their slaves. They are forced to donate blood to the vampires. The main character, Yuru, escaped from the vampires and joined the Japanese Imperial Demon Army. He then got the cursed gear, which are weapons that are possessed by demons. He later got in a group which became his friends. Actually, they considered themselves family. Isn't that nice? Sorry for the half-ass summary of season 1 here, but I just want to dive into season 2. I might make a complete video on this series later. Anyway, in this season we get to see the true power of the cursed gear. You and company finally learn how to properly use the cursed gear. After that, we got to see the Hiraki family, who basically lead the army. We also get to find out that the army is full of shit, and that it's about as good as the vampires. Anyway, Guren gets a mission to go to Nagoya. I think that was the name of the place. Sorry, my memory kind of sucks. Anyway, Guren and a part of the demon army went to Nagoya to try to kill some nobles. Actually, this is a plan to distract the nobles from the real attack. That will happen in some other place that I can't remember the name of. Spoilers! In the end, we get to see Kureto Hiraki's true colors, and you, Mika, who has joined up with you, and Yu's friends now have to run away from this giant metal box thing that kills everything. Okay? To do that successfully, Yu stabs himself to go into his mind, I guess, and there he blows into the horn and became the King of Salt! Yeah. I can't wait to see if this becomes a meme. In the end, I don't know if I like this better than the first season, but I enjoyed this as well. Some say this was a bit rushed, but I don't really see it. Maybe if I would have read the manga, I would see it, but I didn't read it, so yeah. Actually, I thought this season was kind of slow. Not terribly slow, but still a bit slow. But I still enjoyed it. It was good. Anyway, that ends the anime that I've seen this season. Some I really liked, others I thought were okay. And then there was this. Let's forget that one. That one doesn't exist anymore. With all that said and done, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you another time. This is a robbery! Quick, give me your PC! What the hell? What are you doing here? What are you gonna do anyway? I mean, you don't even have a gun. What are you gonna do? What are you going to threaten me with, eh? Oh, but I've got something far more dangerous than a gun! And that is? Well, don't tell me I haven't warned you. Oh, God! Oh. So, this PC is mine now, motherfucker.
Damn, son, which one is?